What's up, and welcome back to the last form tutorial before we move on to form validation. In this tutorial we are going to go over the last few form elements that we haven't touched yet. I'm going to show you how to use jump menus, file fields, and hidden fields, and also text areas and field sets. I know that sounds like a lot, but I think that you guys will be able to keep up. So first off, let's talk a little bit about some organization. Field sets are think of it like a box that you wrap around different groups of input objects. So say you have a group of text fields, or a group of radio buttons with a menu inside of it and some more text fields, and you want to wrap that in a field set because it's going to tell you, okay, this is where you put your address, this is where you put your school information. So let's build one, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to click on field set over here. I just clicked on field set in the insert group, and I'm going to call this file because we're getting ready to input a file in a second. So what you can see is it created a field set tag and a legend tag. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on text area. And what a text area is, actually I take that back. I'm going to click on file field. And what a file field is whenever you're like making a photo gallery, or like uploading a what do you call it? You're uploading something to Facebook, where an album. You're going to make an album in Facebook, and you got to upload your files. Well, the way you do that is to insert the file using a file field. So let's call this one picture, and let's just leave the size alone. It doesn't really matter that much for this particular example, and we're going to say OK. And with that little bit of all we really typed there was picture. We clicked on file field and typed in picture, and now we have a form item that allows us to upload files. It doesn't have to be a picture. See, we created our field set here, and it wrapped it around this box, and inside there we have a file field, and you click browse, and it's just like normal files. You just upload it once you click submit. So that is the first two things I wanted to show you in this tutorial. The next thing is going to be the jump menu. So let's create another field set. We'll call this one jump menu because that's exactly what it is going to be. And I'm going to give some space here. I'm going to click inside the field set, and I'm going to insert a jump menu. What a jump menu is it's almost like a menu of links. Basically, it's a drop-down menu, and whenever you click on an item inside that menu, it takes you to the link that you predefine inside of the menu items. So for example, this item right here, and the first I'm going to add a couple so we can make some menu items and some jump menus here. Alright, so we have item 1, and I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to say select a site, and I'm going to give it a number sign. That way whenever you click on it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to stay out on the site that you're on at the moment. Alright, and for the second one, I'm going to give it a link, a name or text of Google, and make sure you put HTTP in front of it so it doesn't think that you're actually trying to locate the file in your current file structure. And then I'm going to click on the item. I'm going to say Facebook for this text right here. Right, and you get the idea. There we go. It says open URLs in main window, and I'm just going to leave these two blank right here. I'm going to say OK. And so I'm going to launch this so you guys can check it out. and it's telling you to select a site. Okay, I'm going to select Google. That's going to take me to Google. I'm going to select Facebook. It's going to take me to Facebook. So now we've checked out file fields, we've checked out field sets, and we have also checked out jump menus. And the last thing that we're going to look at before we move on to form validation in the next series of tutorials is we are going to look at the text area. And I know this sort of goes back a little bit. We already made our application in a few tutorials ago where we dealt with text input, and we are about to do the same thing on a little different level. So I'm gonna, since we're dealing with field sets, we're doing field sets in this example. So I'm gonna create one last field set, and I'm gonna call it text area. Say OK. And inside this field set, I'm going to insert from the insert group over here to the left. I'm going to click on text area. And what a text area is basically a large text field. You can set the rows and columns as you see here in this window. I'm going to call this one large text field. I'm going to give it 20 columns. I'm going to give it 5 rows. I'm going to leave the wrap at the default. Say OK. And now we have created a text area. So let's launch this and let's check it out inside the browser. So you see now we have a text area where we can just continue to type text as long as we want. Keep on typing. It's even going to wrap when I keep typing, so you can just keep typing all day long inside that. And so yeah, that's it for this tutorial, and that is it for the basic form elements. If you're still following this, the fun part is about to be validating all this stuff. Yeah, we have all these objects inside of our form, but we have no way to tell if they're legit. If the people are putting in the information, if the user's putting in the data, it could be wrong. Say if they're putting in an email, it could be wrong. It could not be the right form. And we can use Spry validation straight inside Dreamweaver. You can see these over here. And that's what we're going to go through in the next tutorials. So make sure and stay tuned. Make sure and keep watching. And I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in a minute.